Artillery is an essential part of ground battles. Thanks to their high firepower, self-propelled guns, or SPGs, are popular in matches across almost all ranks. Today we want to take a look back at some of the best self-propelled artillery from World War II, as featured in War Thunder. Let's go! We begin with the Soviet Su-122. The numbers in its name indicate the gun caliber. While its high explosive shells aren't the most powerful out there, they have enough penetration to take on most enemies this self-propelled gun might encounter in battle. The T-34 chassis provides excellent mobility, both in urban environments and rough terrain. However, the lack of a rotating turret and limited horizontal gun traverse make it rather challenging to engage in close quarters combat. At the same time, the Su-122 is not ideal for sniping due to its low shell velocity, so we recommend using it to provide fire support from behind Allied lines. Next, we have the German 15-centimeter gun mounted on a Panzer II chassis, known as the Sturmpanzer II. This is a light and lightly armored, self-propelled assault gun armed with a large caliber howitzer. Its high explosive shells, with decent penetration, pose a serious threat not only to same-rank opponents, but even to higher-tier vehicles. However, this SPG has two major weaknesses: thin armor and an open-top configuration. As a result, it is extremely vulnerable to aircraft, artillery strikes, and even machine gun fire, requiring careful positioning at all times. At the same time, in the hands of an experienced player, it can become a true nuisance on the battlefield. Next up on our list is the Japanese Horo, another self-propelled gun with a 150mm howitzer that uses a similar tactical approach. Thanks to its reinforced frontal armor, it offers slightly better survivability, at least against machine guns. The Horo's main advantage is its powerful high-explosive shells, but they come with a long reload time. For this reason, we recommend sticking with your teammates to maximize your chances of survival in case your first shot doesn't land as intended. Among the three low-tier open-top SPGs that we've highlighted here, the Swedish SPE FM 4344 is most likely the best. Like the others, it carries a 150mm gun, but in this case, it's a recoilless rifle. Additionally, its light tank chassis provides superior mobility. Its armor is also somewhat better, reaching up to 50mm in some areas, which can occasionally protect it, even from tank shells. However, the open-top configuration remains a significant vulnerability, leaving it exposed to attacks from above and behind, making enemy artillery and aircraft a constant threat. Our next vehicle, however, has little to fear from enemy artillery. Enter the German Sturmpanzer IV Brummbär. Unlike the previous SPGs, this specific Sturmpanzer boasts excellent protection. Very few tanks at its battle rating can penetrate its 100mm sloped armor. The Brummbär can advance aggressively, absorbing enemy fire, while also sending opponents back to their hangars with fearsome regularity. This combination of durability and firepower allows the Sturmpanzer IV to act as a front-line brawler, leading armored breakthroughs on the battlefield. Of course, no discussion of the best World War II-era self-propelled artillery would be complete without the German Sturmtiger, officially designated the 38cm Sturmmöser. Built on a heavy tank chassis, it boasts formidable armor. However, its defining feature is its devastating 380mm rocket-propelled mortar. With this weapon, a single precise shot can wipe out an entire group of enemies, even heavy tanks. In fact, the Sturmtiger made history in a Thunder Show moment, where it eliminated 6 enemy vehicles in one shot. For this vehicle, double or even triple kills are just a regular Tuesday. Of course, such raw power comes at a cost. Long reload times and poor mobility make the Sturmtiger heavily reliant on team support. But does that really matter when one shot can determine the outcome of an entire battle? Finally, we must mention the Churchill Avri Petard, an engineering variant of the legendary Churchill tank. While technically classified as a heavy tank, in practice, it plays more like an artillery vehicle. Its 230mm mortar can obliterate any opponent with a single shot. However, landing that shot is no easy task. The shell's trajectory is very tricky to adjust to, and even at maximum elevation, it can't reach a target that is more than 135 meters away, on level ground. This means that closing the distance is key. Fortunately, the Churchill Avri is the most well-armored tank at its rank, featuring 90mm of armor that was additionally reinforced with tracks. This vehicle excels in close-quarters urban combat, where its rotating turret provides an advantage over fixed-gun SPGs. Each of these vehicles has its strengths and weaknesses, but with a bit of experience, their drawbacks can be mitigated, making them incredibly fun to play. Do you enjoy using artillery vehicles? What are your own top picks? Let us know in the comments down below.